lot of them do is like, hey, we're a black-owned business, so you need to support us, instead of, hey, we have an amazing product that does a great job of whatever it's supposed to do. Support us. Oh, and we're black-owned. And I think, like looking at how some of these companies market themselves and brand themselves, it's like, okay, cool, you're a black-owned business, but does your product work? Is it good? Because if so, I'll buy it. But don't like try and guilt, because they try and pull the guilt of the black people, which is fine. Welcome back to another episode of the IC Pixels podcast. This is David.
This is Anthony.
Thanks for tuning in again. Happy Black History Month for those people that celebrate it. I don't know if you're supposed to celebrate it or what, but yeah.
I was about to say there's people that don't celebrate, but I guess there are people that don't. I mean, whatever. Why are you shouting them out?
No, it's if you celebrate it, it's cool. But most of the people that should celebrate it don't celebrate it. So I was somewhere this weekend, and the guy was basically like, Black History Month is not for us. It's really for the other people that don't know. I mean, some of us don't know either. So
is that his excuse for not doing anything?
I don't know. I mean, do you do anything, like really do anything per se for Black History Month?
Instagram posts.
But you ain't really done that either.
No, I mean, I like learning about things and what. I mean, I'm sure in schools and stuff like that they do a little more focused or whatever. But I mean, I don't know.
I'm talking like you personally. Do you do anything different for Black History Month? Like, oh, it's Black History Month. Let's go get some McDonald's.
I put up the Black History tree and decorate it with all the. We decorate the tree with
different size nooses.
No.
Okay.
So you give
Jesse.
You give your family members Gucci turtlenecks.
Oh, okay.
No, there was some other brand that apparently had some kind of thing that looked like a noose or something. I don't know. People are wilding.
Yeah, it's like desperation on the part of the designers. Like, what else can I do? Blackface.
Yeah. Well, I think recently the way people celebrate is by, I don't know, like calling out people for not. It seems like this year that the whole thing has been distracted by, I don't know, whatever person did something, anti-black or whatever offensive thing people did this month, and that's been the more of the focus. And I don't know. I've seen some good stuff on there. 2 Chainz makes some good Black History Month posts. I've been reading that, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't do anything really special, but I mean, I have been trying to make sure I, support some black businesses this month.
Like my kids. Well, so I don't. Do I do anything special? No, not really. It's just regular. Like, I try and incorporate Black History stuff all the time, but not too blatantly. Because I think if you do it too blatantly, then kids get annoyed with it. Because, oh, my parents like that. I don't care about it at all. But yeah, I just try and keep them educated and aware. But I honestly don't do anything special for Black History Month at all. But there's always programs and stuff like that to go to. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to sit around and watch Eyes on the Prize or anything like that,
Or Roots.
Yeah, I'm done with I'm over the depressing Black history stuff, so I don't know. It's like I much more rather turn it into like, I mean, there's a lot of good, more recent history that isn't nearly as depressing, but I don't know.
Well, I think, for me, I would say the important thing to do is celebrate Black history all year long or whatever. Like, because this is a time when people obviously pay more attention to it and like, oh, think about it. Like, oh, I need to buy black or whatever. But
yeah,
my goal is to more just do it, just keep it even, like maintain that same energy. Maybe not that same energy, but like a certain level of energy in terms of positivity and supporting black businesses and all that type of stuff year round, and not just in February. Because then
basically,
you can actually improve things.
Yeah. Basically, you make Black history every day. You don't need a month.
Bars.
Yeah. We still quote Kanye around here. But that's a nice segue into a show we both watched recently. on Netflix called Trigger Warning.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first episodes was about him trying to live in a black community, you know, for the, nobody, if people aren't familiar with it, go watch it. But, he was trying to live totally black and for a whole, wait,
It was like
no, it
for
wasn't out.
4 or 5 days or something.
Yeah.
So I noticed he
Um,
didn't like only wear like black clothes, like in terms of brands and stuff like that.
oh, well, I mean, yeah, you should go call him out on that.
No, I just that
No,
was just something
it's-
I noticed, and I was like, well, yeah, that would have been cool if he had tried to do that. Because he could have gotten like Big Baller Brand or something. I don't know if those are actually made by
there,
black people.
there are other brands that make stuff, but yeah. But the problem is if you get too granular with it, it's like, yeah, it's a problem. It's like, all right, well, this is a black brand, but where was it made?
Yeah, it was definitely made by Chinese people,
Yeah, yeah.
or some third
Although
world country.
I did see this thing on Shark Tank. It was this company having their stuff made in Africa instead. They're trying to shift things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There are some African-made shoes called Inda.
Mm-hmm.
They're like running shoes from Kenya.
Hmm.
But yeah, so there's stuff out there.
You just gotta make the effort.
Yeah, it's not something you can just do on a whim because you got to order and blah 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 or whatever. But I mean, it's probably possible. But because at the same time, you don't want to be out here looking like the black Israelites with their like ill-fitting clothes.
Yeah, that's a broad statement he just made. The statements of Anthony are his own and don't reflect all the opinions of the I See Pixels podcast. I don't know. I've met some of the like Hebrew Israelite people. Not all of them are dressed like that or whatever. I guess not all of them take it to that level. But yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That was a thought. No, because we were in the city, and I don't know. Some guy was like, "Oh, we're having a meeting, and hopefully no Gentiles show up." I was like, "What?" Okay.
Yeah, we can have a discussion after the podcast about that whole thing. But back to Trigger Warning. I thought it was interesting that he actually tried to support black businesses as much as he did, and he was as dedicated to it as he was. But I think the most interesting part was just like how a lot of those businesses just don't exist anymore, and a lot of people I think tried to so in relation to that I watched in there he also mentioned like the Green Book. And there's a show it's like a documentary that's coming out on the Smithsonian Channel. It might already be out, but I got to go to a screening with my wife, and it's about the Green Book and the real story about it, not like that movie.
Yeah, I saw that you had posted that. I was like, wait, is that?
No, it wasn't the movie.
You want to watch my Hustler?
No.
You watching my Hustler right now?
I heard somebody call him Marshmallow. But yeah, because I heard there was some inaccuracies and misrepresentations, of course, in the movie, because it's always trouble when you're not telling your own story. But the documentary was very interesting about how a lot of those businesses, like because of segregation and just general racism, a lot of black businesses sprung up because black people needed somewhere to go when they were traveling or just in town. Like where can I stay? Where can I eat? Where can I get my hair cut? That type of thing. And so the Green Book was serving that purpose. And then after integration, a lot of the businesses started to fall off because then they had bigger competition, and also a lot of black people, because of the programming of slavery and racism, were like, "Whoa! Now we can do what the white people are doing," as though it was better or whatever. And they went over there and started, shopping at Macy's or Woolworths or whatever it was, instead of sticking with the businesses that were there. So a lot of them went out of business or whatever.
Yeah.
I have to find the documentary.
Yeah.
I have to link it somewhere, but it's really good. You should watch it.
Yeah. No, that's some of what they were talking about in the show, or like I've seen him talk about later. It's just how like some of these businesses, it wasn't so much that they got gentrified. Some of them just like people that owned it, they were just like, all right, we out.
Yeah. They got their money and left.
Somebody else
which a
moved
lot
it.
of people do.
Yeah.
Get their money and leave.
Yeah, so it's an annoying thing. So one thing they were talking about, and I did see, and I've looked at the website. It's a website called We Buy Black. It's basically a black Etsy kind of situation. Um, it's a lot of stuff on there.
I've seen their
um,
Instagram, and I was I'm not following no, but I I did not follow for whatever reason. But I've never gone to the website, so I have to check out their website.
I mean, it's cool. I'm sure there's some nice stuff on there, but there's also a lot of I hate to call it junk, but there's a lot of stuff on there. I don't know. There's some good stuff on there. Let me keep it positive. There's some good stuff on there, but I haven't taken the time to weed through
Mm.
everything. And it'd be nice. I don't know. I wish it was a little more. I guess I almost want to say a little more curated, but that's not really. You know, it's not something I can do. Or control or whatever. But I just feel like I don't know. That's just my opinion. Looking at it, I was like, man, I wish you kind of like told me what to look at, especially if I'm just coming to the
Mm.
website. And it's like, all right, well, what's here? What's this? And I mean, they may have that somewhat, but I don't know.
Mm.
I didn't find on anything in there I definitely needed. I mean, they do have highlight some things like you can get black batteries, you can black. Actually, I got the black toothbrushes, not from the website. Somebody else was selling them in the
Mm.
city. And they're pretty good. They're actually really good. Called Coral
Mm.
Oral. Um, I don't like their logo, but anyway, I don't know, they're pretty good toothbrushes. But that's one resource. I mean, if you are looking for, you know, a way to support people, because one thing that was suggested in that show was that every Friday find a black business to
Mm.
support, even if you're not black.
Yeah,
So
that's something like so. I think it's somewhat easier now. Well, it's easier for to support black businesses that are online, and so like connecting to like the design and marketing element. A lot of people, a lot of the black businesses that I've been aware of are in certain traditional black niches, I guess you could say, in terms of like a lot of food and service industry businesses I've been aware of. When I was younger, like you could definitely eat black, you could definitely like buy some black cleaning supplies or something like that, maybe. But like a lot of it was in the food and beverage area. Like even if you think about now, like a lot of the most famous black owned businesses that you would hear of, maybe not even black owned, but like black promoted businesses, are going to be like rappers selling liquor or rappers selling clothes.
yeah,
And those are easy to find too.
yeah,
If you want to buy black, you can buy some a black owned t-shirt thing or a black owned liquor or maybe some black owned soul food or something like that. But if you want something else, then it becomes more difficult. And the other thing I was going to say is like, at least when I was younger, now it's good to see that more of them are online through We Buy Black and other places. But a lot of these companies that I've run into are more local and they're not trying to market across. And so
yeah,
for myself, like I rarely go. I go to the store for groceries, but most other things that I buy are not coming from a physical store because I don't go to
yeah.
the physical store for anything. I'm like, okay, I need it. Let me buy it. It'll be here tomorrow or the next day or whatever, and then whenever it gets here, I use it. But then, well, I guess so like car parts and stuff for my house, I buy at an actual store because sometimes I might need it like now. But other than that,
Yeah.
everything's on the internet, and so like as a, I would say if you are a black owned business or whatever, get on the internet. If you're not, then there's a big problem. But get on the internet and make sure people are aware of you and promote yourself so that people know who you are.
Yeah, because I would say that'd be a big problem is, I mean, well, I mean, for people that may want to support if they're not able, if it's not, I mean, people
Yeah.
are lazy. So if it's not convenient, they're less likely to
Mm-hmm.
support something. I mean, I know I was looking for, I mean, it wasn't online, but I was looking for somewhere to get some kind of desserts or something like that. And I mean, that exists. It's just, it wasn't one close to me and I wasn't trying to deal with
Mm-hmm.
traffic. And so I didn't
Yeah.
go. So, I mean,
You
that's,
can call Uber Eats if they're on there.
I didn't even think about that, but but there's ways, but yeah, I mean, there are the online options or whatever, and I think for businesses they have to find a way to um
Mm-hmm.
stand out, especially if you're making something like, for instance, there are black made batteries called
Mm-hmm.
Tubmans. I mean, I don't know, you know. I mean, batteries are batteries, I guess. I mean, not all batteries are created equal,
Nope.
of course, um, but yeah, I don't know where they fall on that scale, and it's one of those things like, is this a like I'm supporting them because it's a black-owned business or because it adds some other value? I don't
Well,
know.
that's one of the things I was going to ask you. Like, do you? I try to avoid it, but do you subconsciously like think once you find out something is black owned, do you automatically like, oh, this is probably going to be whack?
Um, I don't think I do that anymore. I know that it's like one of those stereotypes, just like the, oh, black people don't support other black businesses. It's not really true, but it may be true in some areas, but the more we say it, the more true
Yeah,
it becomes because you manifest it
yeah.
into truth. But I don't necessarily think that. Not really. I mean, especially living where I live now, there's a vast variety of people. So I mean, it's like, yeah, there's some black businesses that are trash, just like there's some, you
Some
know,
good ones.
Chinese restaurants that are trash. It's it is what it is. You get it just depends on where you're going and who you're dealing with or whatever. So no, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I automatically think
Yeah, I
that.
think in some cases I think in the past I definitely did. Because if I met
Mm.
like say a friend of mine and he was like, yeah, I'm starting a t-shirt company, I'm like, not interested. But I have to
Yeah.
think, is that just because I know this person, I know they're lame, or because their thing is actually lame? Because I've also, I think it's an experience thing. Like I've met a lot of people that said like, oh, I'm a graphic designer, like black people too, and I met them and I saw their work and I wasn't impressed, and then that along with the typical image of what a black graphic designer is supposed to look like, kind of subconsciously guides me to what I think, and kind of changes my opinion on things. So I try and avoid it as much as possible, but I have been let down a few times. My heart's been broken before,
Yeah.
and so it can be. I won't say it's hard. I mean, you just got to dedicate yourself and say I'm going to do it no matter what. But I don't have to support the whack ones.
Yeah.
I can find another one.
Yeah. I mean, because like for instance, the example of the batteries, like I mean, yeah, I could, I mean, I don't know, I don't need batteries right now, but if I, made an effort, it's like, okay, I'm going to support this. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to buy some batteries for them. I don't need them right now, but when I do need them,
Hmm.
this is what I'll use. But it can't be like a, oh, okay, wait, I'm at Kroger. Oh, wait, let me grab some Tubmans right quick,
Yeah.
because they're not there. It's not an option. Um, I did buy the toothbrushes I got. That was a 4-pack, so I feel like that was I see a bigger value in that for
Hmm.
me. Because it's
Well, I
like,
think so. A lot of it just comes
you use
down
a
to
toothbrush for a
planning
while.
ahead. Because if I know I need something and I buy it ahead of time, then I can easily. Supporting a
Mm.
black business is not that hard.
Yeah, especially for stuff that you know that you're going to, you know,
Yeah, like
you're going to keep on
any of
using
those
that.
essentials or whatever you want to call it that you're just
Yeah,
gonna have to get every month. I'm gonna need soap again, so
yeah.
I could try and find something.
And I mean, I honestly, that's something that was mentioned on the show that I thought was a good idea on that Cripacola episode, and the guy was talking
Hmm.
about making a zipper. I was like, wow, that's actually super smart because that's something that people are going to use, people that don't even like know that they're supporting something. Because I was just thinking, like, create something that people are definitely going to buy more of, like
Yep.
socks or underwear. They're going to keep on. There are
Hmm.
underwear on that website, by the way, but that's something that people are going to have to
Well,
keep
so
on
that's the
buying.
other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is in terms of branding and marketing yourself as a black business. I know we've talked about it before, but in conjunction with this, um, like so I've looked a little bit on WeBuyBlack.com and like I think you could be a black owned business, but you don't have to. That doesn't have to be your marketing plan. Like support the only black owned business because I feel like that's the like those people that
It
give
only
out
goes so
CDs. So
far.
okay, here's a prime example. So I'm in the mall the other day. I had on some kind of sneakers, some Asics, and I don't know if they have them down there, but there's this guy in the middle of the mall, the kiosk people, and he's like, "Hey, let me clean your shoes." They look a little dirty. I'm like, okay, so I put my foot up, do the little Captain Morgan thing, and they clean your shoe, and then he's trying to sell me this shoe cleaner, and then he's like, "I'm out here selling
Mm.
suds instead of drugs. You should really help support me." But gave me the whole pitch on, and he cleaned one of my shoes, didn't clean the other one, and he said, if you give me $40 for the shoe cleaner, then I'll clean the other one and give you a discount or whatever. So okay, but I felt like, from a marketing perspective, that's what a lot of black businesses do. Because this was also a black-owned business. Actually, he mentioned that. But that's what a lot of them do is like, hey, we're a black-owned business, so you need to support us. Instead of, hey, we have an amazing
Yeah.
product that does a great job of whatever it's supposed to do. Support us. Oh, and we're black-owned. And I think, like looking at how some of these
Yeah.
companies market themselves and brand themselves, it's like, okay, cool, you're a black-owned business, but does your product work? Is it good? Because if so, I'll buy it. But
Yeah.
don't like try and guilt me, because they try and pull the guilt on the black people, which is fine. But I don't think it's effective. And then it also may deter some other people because like, oh, black, like it's just people feel like either they're not interested in black stuff, or they may feel like it's not for them. Like if you say, well, let's go watch that new Medea
Like
movie,
wave
or
caps.
well, not Medea, but like if you say like let's watch something that's specifically really really obviously targeted at black people, then white people may be less likely to do it unless they on that guilt trip or something.
Hmm. Are wave caps made by a black company?
They should be. No,
Just,
I
just
don't
a
know.
thought. It's a thought.
But what do you think about the
But
whole branding marketing thing?
no, but yeah, that. No, I mean that's true. I mean, because if your target is only inside, internal inside of your community, then you're not going to. It's not going to scale as high as if you're able to, sell to
But
anybody.
like even if
I mean, I don't think you should hide that you own the company or, make it, don't shea butter it or anything. I mean, they didn't even do a bad job of that, but you know what I mean.
I was gonna say
Don't,
they did a good job.
don't hide. No, they did. That was just an example because people tried to of what people accuse them of doing, which I don't think they did it.
Well, I wouldn't
But
say about that specific ad that got them in trouble, but in general, I thought they did a pretty good job because it wasn't like blatantly black owned. Like that was not their marketing thing.
yeah, yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's a good idea. It's like make a good product. I mean, yeah, it can be black owned or whatever, but don't let it just be that. I mean, you can say, yeah, there's a lot of black people, but you got to be able to get this in front of a lot of people if you really want this to be a successful
Yep.
thing, you know. So I mean I mean there are companies out there that I think are doing a good job. I mean, one company I'm thinking about is like Bevel. They made a good product, and then I haven't tried them out, but whatever. But they have the clippers and all that kind of stuff now, so it's like it's gone beyond just we made this razor for this reason. Which the razor, it's a nice razor, but it's not like it was like some kind of
Mm.
technological advance. But then they made the clippers, which, from my understanding of it, they are really good, and it is like I mean, not new, but you know what I mean. It is a good product,
Yeah.
and it's something different. So, I think that's a really good example of how you start even if you start with one thing that's only targeted in one area, then like find a way to
Mm.
expand that into something else. Like I wish. It's another thing about it. It's like I wish Fubu had done something like that. Was able to
Mm.
transition.
Yeah. I don't. It's kind of they just kind of disappeared. I'm curious. Like maybe they'll have like a behind the brand story about them. What happened? But they just kind of disappeared because it came out.
Well, I mean, the guy is on
Yeah,
Shark
that
Tank
guy. But like,
all
what
the
happened to the?
time.
Because it was a whole lot of them.
Well, I mean, it was his company.
Oh, okay.
He started it, but I mean, I think he sold it or something like that, or somebody or licensed it. I don't know. But it's like it would have been nice to see that
Or
transition
just survive, like to
into
see how it would have transitioned now as styles have changed and stuff like that.
yeah, or because I keep on thinking of how like Diddy has like Sean
Mm.
John and stuff like that. Like seeing it transform into something like that where you know it can live as something else or grow up with
Yeah.
the founder.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true. Because I think like so. kind of on that same marketing thing.
Just put an accent mark over one of the
Yeah,
U's or something like that.
because like Sean John, I've never had like any like jeans or t-shirts or anything like that, but I had a Sean John necktie and it was very nice. Um,
Mm,
I I might, yeah, I actually still have it, but I think that's useful because like so I think a lot of people also who own black business. I'm generalizing, of course. So if we're wrong, feel free to comment or whatever. But I think that a lot of black businesses also kind of stay focused on their niche market. Like I'm I'm marketing to black people, so I'm
mm,
only gonna make hair care stuff or whatever, or stuff for a certain type hair type or certain
mm.
skin type, or whatever, which is fine. But you're kind of limiting yourself. That along with the whole black owned thing. So like Sean John, they
Yeah.
make jeans
I
and
mean, because
baggy jeans and t-shirts and all that other type of stuff, but I also had a necktie. I don't know if they made shirts. They might have. I don't remember. Like dress shirts and stuff
yeah,
like that.
no, they had
So,
shirts.
um, I think that's useful because then you're helping someone throughout the process. Like I can wear this to my music video, or I can wear this to a job interview, or whatever. That's one of the things I like. I heard, I think it was like Dallas Penn or somebody talking about how like polo is like that because polo it can work in all. They have clothes for everything you're going to do. So it works around,
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
you can actually use it a lot. Whereas some brands, at least, they're oh, you make toothbrushes, okay, I'll buy your toothbrush, but you have nothing else I need.
yeah. I mean, and I can't say that that's
Yeah, nothing's
wrong.
wrong with saying scoped, but
'Cause-
yeah, I don't know. I think if you're trying to expand, you wanna like not like infest might not be the right right word, but you want to kind of integrate yourself into people's life.
well, you want to own a certain segment in a way, you know. I mean, because I think there is something to, you know, everybody feels like, you know, you need to be a global brand or whatever. I
No,
don't think you have to do that. Like times when I watch Shark Tank or whatever, sometimes I see people on there. It's like y'all are doing fine. Why are you even trying to just
yeah, you don't need to
like just
need all
chill?
this
You all
investment
right?
and give away half your company.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I also don't feel like we need more junk in the world. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like being niche and, you know, being getting really good at one thing or whatever. But I mean, it's that part,
Hmm.
like getting really good at it, becoming that premium, you know, because yeah, because if you're in a niche market, you need to be the premium
Yep.
option. You don't want to be the Walmart in a niche market because it's like, you know, because at some point, yeah, because that's, I mean, back to Shark Tank, something they always ask, like, you know, how quickly can
Hmm.
somebody knock that off or whatever? And, you know, because I mean, I have an idea for something I'm trying to work on now, and it's like, I don't want to, it's not a new invention, but I just want to put it together in a certain way and then make a premium option, but like not have all these options, but make a really good option for people to
Hmm.
be able to choose. Um, Without, you know, I don't want to be the Walmart or whatever, but I mean, but that's a choice. But the whole point is like, yeah, you have to find a way to make sure your product is top of the line. I mean, and I can't judge these products because I haven't tried any of them except for a toothbrush, and toothbrush I like. So, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to try it, but I
um,
do see. Yeah, I'm willing to try it, and I would like to do more to support black businesses. Um, but I think it's the whole thing. Like I've told somebody else, you got to be supportable. So that's all about like the convenience.
yeah,
How easy is it for me to buy your toothbrush? Can I get it on Amazon?
yeah,
Because if I can, awesome. That's gonna make life a whole lot easier. Can I get it at CVS? Okay. If you're not there yet, that's fine. Do you have a website where I can get it?
yeah, yeah. Have you, yeah, invested in the things that make it super easy for me to find it? Like, are you
Hmm.
doing social media? Or are you doing, you know, yeah. Are you doing what you can to get it in front of people that,
Yeah.
you know, would be willing to support it?
Yep. And I think that's the key right there is you got to find the people that want your stuff, and once you find them, then find out what they want, find out how they shop, find out where they shop. If you know I shop online, like I think most people
Yeah,
our age probably shop online a lot, then be
yeah,
there.
yeah. You got to be more than just the
Yeah.
black option.
Well, that's kind of back to my point again. It's like some companies are advertising themselves, "Hey, we're the black option," but it's like, okay, but are you good?
Yeah. And where can I get you?
Yeah.
Where can I try you out? Like, I mean,
Because
because
there's
you're
a
going up
whole lot of
against,
other options that I can just pick up really easily, and they might even be crappy, but they're easy to get. So I don't want to go through all this hoops to order your thing and it's crappy. So you got to do more to sell me than black
yeah.
owned. Because I could say like I've met people who said I have my own business and they had a professional looking business card and they look professional themselves and like they presented themselves and their product professionally. So I didn't have any concerns.
Mm.
But if you say you got a business and you're like, oh, let me write my phone number down for you. Oh, I don't have an Instagram yet. I'm working on that. I ain't got a Facebook yet. My mom is setting that up for me. Then it's like, okay, you're not serious. And immediately it starts to form doubts in my head. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that it's like you're basically removing doubts from people's mind. Like, oh, you have a can I buy it on Amazon? Yes. Okay. Because as soon as if you answer all those questions properly, then it makes it easier for me to,
Yeah.
okay, here's my money, take it.
Yeah. And it seems lazy, but that's the world we live in where things are super convenient and all these tools it's not that hard to get your stuff on Amazon.
Well, the thing is, you basically what you have to do is you're trying to convince that person to leave what they're using now.
Yeah.
So I'm using this Colgate or whatever toothbrush that I got from CVS when I was in there because it was convenient and I just picked it up.
Yeah.
Now you want me to switch and order something from WeBuyBlack.com? I
Yeah.
gotta set up an account. How fast is the shipping? How much does shipping cost? Like I got a lot of questions now,
Yeah.
which is fine, but you gotta have the right answers to those questions, and it can't just be black owned.
Come on, black man.
Well, people like selling CDs in the parking lot and stuff.
Yeah.
They've hit me with that. Like, come on, you gotta help a brother out. Like, I'll give you $1, but I don't want your music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the guy that was selling that shoe cleaner stuff, I didn't want it. Not for $40. I bought some like high end shoe cleaner today off the internet for like $11.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna pay 4 times that.
But I bet it was white owned.
Yeah, probably. But
Yeah.
yeah, I saved a whole lot of money. So I was like, I thought afterwards, I didn't buy anything. I left. But I thought like, man, I should just give him something like, here, just keep the money. Give some to somebody else who cares about like keeping their sneakers super clean because they're young like that. But I'll clean my sneakers at home with a toothbrush. I don't need the cleaner. I wanted to support the business, but I didn't want to give him $40 basically.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to guilt people into that. Yeah, because that works once.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
and then
mean,
if your thing is trash, I'm like, nah, I don't care if it's black owned. It didn't clean my clothes.
yeah, it's not going to do anybody good if you don't like it because you're not going to tell anybody about it. You're like, well, I support it, but I ain't going to tell anybody else because it's kind of trash.
Yep.
So, I mean, we don't know. You didn't try that out, so you don't know how good it is. And I haven't tried some of these things out. So, I mean, I'm not trying to. I think the thing I ran into because I did go on the website and I was looking for something. The thing is, I didn't see anything I needed.
Hmm.
And like I don't like just buying stuff that I don't need. So, it's something I'll definitely refer back to when there's something that like, oh, okay, well maybe I can try that out because maybe it'll be good. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. After looking at We Buy Black, it is something worth trying to use.
Mm.
There are definitely holes in terms of categories of products, so it's going to be tough to like buy electronics and stuff like that, I believe. But if you need some hair care products or some T-shirts with weird stuff in it, like they have definitely, I feel like there's definitely areas where you could definitely only use black stuff, but it would be tough to do it everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think that's the. I mean, we live in America. I don't think that's.
It's almost unrealistic with the global economy and all that type of stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of unrealistic to think that you could 100% black.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, and that's
because I can't
nobody.
use the computer anymore.
That's not. I don't even think that's necessary. You just gotta, just make a
Support when
concerted
you can.
effort to, yeah, or I mean, like what Killer Mike was saying, is do it, once a week. Like make sure because you're buying stuff once a week, so like go check, see if you can buy something from, a black business once a week.
Hmm.
You're
Yep.
just getting food, or like just try and see if it's an option to do that.
Yeah, I think it's worth it to at least try, but it's got to be easy to try. And I think yeah. So I feel like if you want to, there's a lot of holes in the market if you want to be the black X or Y or whatever. There's holes in the market that could be filled.
Yeah,
What I'm saying, like if you look at like We Buy Black or some of the other places where you can find the black-owned businesses, a lot of them are in the same areas of the market. Is what I'm saying. So, like for instance, if we put our business on there, which wouldn't be hard, I don't think. I don't know. We could sell something on there. We would probably be one of a few businesses in our particular area of the market. Is what I'm saying.
yeah,
So it's yeah. There's lots of holes in the market to be filled if you want to fill them.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I hate to say like, yeah, we don't need this. We don't need your product. I mean, look, you want to do it, do it.
That yeah. Forget
That's
everything
what.
else we said. That would be my thing. If you're a black-owned business, make sure your product is exceptional, just like any other, or try to make your product exceptional, and don't use the crutch of we're black-owned to attract customers. That's all.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Even if it attracts people, it's not going to keep them. So
Yep.
yeah.
It's got to stand out.
Yeah, it's got to be exceptional in order to stand next to these companies that have been making stuff for like, right, 100 years or whatever.
Yep.
So,
So this brings us to another topic I wanted to talk about a little bit briefly. Was like we both watched the documentary about the Fire Festival, and that's another thing. That's kind of, I wouldn't say it's the opposite, but it's somewhat tangentially related to what we're talking about. It's like they had a very good marketing and branding from like a grassroots level,
mm-hmm.
and it was effective in terms of getting people to come pay thousands of dollars to come out there and basically waste their money on a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, they have really good branding. I mean, when I was watching that, I mean, like, yeah, they did a good job with that. It just,
If you do a
kudos
good job
to,
with it, people like I thought that was interesting. Like one of the guys, I forgot his name, but anyway, he found out it was a scam early on, and he started a Twitter account and was like telling people, "Yo, this is
yeah,
a scam. This doesn't make sense. He's broke. The island doesn't exist, or whatever."
yeah,
And people still bought tickets, and it's like was selling out. Spots were selling out and everything because, I mean, not that I'm gonna find this one Twitter account, but if your branding is strong enough, I believe that people will ignore negative feedback
that's true.
because they're attached to it and they're like, nah, I like it, but the color, the orange thing that one girl, skinny girl, posted, it's like I can't resist.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna be back on Gucci here shortly. So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that's, I don't know, that's crazy because like I mean I know like maybe I think it was like last year they tried to cancel H&M for the shirt the little boy was
yeah.
wearing, and like a week later H&M started sending me a lot of coupons like, yo, come buy something please.
So you found something good.
I don't think I bought anything that time, but they sent me a coupon recently and I think I might have bought something.
I don't go there, but it's not because
Yeah,
the
I'm not gonna
bad
boycott
thing. I
them,
just
but
don't
yeah,
like their stuff.
their stuff wasn't that great. But I mean, like
No.
same. Well, Gucci. I don't know. I've never owned anything Gucci. I never really cared that much.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Because I saw somebody make a point. It was like, I don't know why we trying to boycott this. Most people can't even afford this. So,
Yeah, the boycott is not only affecting a few
like,
people.
okay, I'm on board.
It's
I mean,
really.
that was kind of like me taking standing with Cap because it was like I didn't watch the
I don't watch football
football
anyway.
anyway. It didn't really like nobody asked me for my input.
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah. That whole boycott. I understand it makes sense to do it, but the it's only really impacting kind of more upper class influencer type people. Not influencer, but like richer people.
yeah, yeah, it does not affect me in any way, and And I was like, oh, that's crazy, but I didn't really care.
But I mean, but again, just like with the Fire Festival, the Gucci brand is strong enough that, uh,
Yeah.
Soldier Boy is still gonna be wearing that same Gucci headband soon,
Yeah.
and people are gonna go back to buying it, and somebody's gonna wrap out their Gucci belt or whatever, and it's just gonna go back to it because it's just like, nah. But what other luxury brand you want? I mean, there's only so many luxury brands. I mean, what else you gonna rhyme with Gucci? I mean, in your rap, Gucci follows it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Versace, Versace, Versace.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's really, you have to be committed to doing it. And if you're committed to like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this brand for whatever reason, you gotta be committed. And you can't just fall out of it just because Gucci becomes popular or whatever in the future, which
Yeah.
it may become.
Hey, there's a hole in the market. Create a luxury brand and don't be racist.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if all of them have like that whole history, some kind. And I'm sure there's racism in the back of all of them somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, that's like something that's on Twitter today. People are talking about John Wayne. I barely know who that is, but he was born in 1907. It was like talking about some wild racist interview he did. But it's like, to me, I was looking at it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, this is not surprising.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, we're talking about the power of branding with the Fire Festival thing. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, they did a good job, but like we were saying, like, you create something, you want to be exceptional, and sometimes I know for me as a designer, I've definitely designed some cool logos for companies that don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm
So
definitely. I mean, so that I
it's
admired
unfortunate.
like the company that did the website and was managing all the Fire app stuff, and I thought the stuff they put together obviously was good, and the company was doing the social media obviously did a very good job, but then the other people just dropped the ball, and I've been on quite a few projects where like I did my branding, logo design, web design stuff great, and other people dropped the ball.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like it's not mine.
But
So
it wasn't the
yeah.
Fire Festival, so it was fire.
No,
But yeah, I think that's and so that's what's frustrating to me, like as a designer, because you'll see the potential in a brand or in the idea that the company's trying to do, and you're like, you get on board, they sell you on it, and then you do the branding or the website or whatever it is, and you're all hype about it, and you're like, yeah, they're gonna make money, and I'm gonna get to do more work for them. It's gonna be great, and then they drop the ball, and it's like, what, you people, why'd you do that? And it can
yeah.
become frustrating because it's happened to me quite a few times.
Time to make your own stuff.
Yeah, and that's basically the solution is just do it yourself. Because I'm not gonna drop. I mean, if I drop the ball, it's my fault. But if I'm
Yeah,
in the situation where I'm dependent on someone else to not drop the ball in order for me to get paid, then it's not like a big problem because you can still find a job. But I don't want to be in that situation with everything, especially if it's like something that could really work. It's like, why are you dropping the
yeah.
ball?
It's like I need this for my portfolio, and your company failed.
Yeah.
And that makes me look crazy.
Yeah. Like, why are all your logos for companies that don't exist? Are
That do
any
not.
of these logos real? Did you just make these up? I can't
Like,
find
no,
any
no,
of
no,
these companies on the internet.
no. They exist. I promise. What happened was, well,
Well, that's the end of our
in
episode for this week.
conclusion, in conclusion, we buy back sometimes.
Yeah, well, in conclusion, like I'm gonna, yeah, I'll check the site out and see if I can find something I want to buy. Um, because I could probably use a toothbrush. Toothbrushes are like something you could always use if you want to keep
And
your
those
teeth clean.
batteries are rechargeable, apparently.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's
Yeah,
useful.
my kids they need the batteries. So I'll definitely check that out. But yeah, I mean, if you want to support black businesses, check out WeBuyBlack.com. I'm sure there's other websites that do that. Um,
Alienmuffin.threadless.com.
yeah, you could buy something from us. Buy a T-shirt or something from us. We have a nice Black Girl Magic T-shirt that you could buy from our website. Um,
Yeah,
or you could just buy one of the other T-shirts that don't say anything about being black.
made in China.
Yeah.
Um,
What were you gonna say?
Oh, no, I don't know. But I don't know. It fell out of my head.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all those other places.
Black Planet.
No, we're not on Black Planet. We do not. That's one black thing we do not support. Currently. Does that exist?
I don't know. Every couple of years I look. And I'm like, oh, y'all are still on.